and then Riley's from another guy.
So biological parents don't sign adoption papers. That makes her sound even more stupid. So biological parents sign their rights away. That's one court date, okay? Adoption, the court date for adoption, biological parents are not even there. They're not even there. That happens after parental rights are terminated. Because so I had a court date. Well, I call it a court date, but it really, there was nobody in the courtroom but me, the judge, my attorney, and the biological parents. That we sat at the table inside the courtroom, where the lawyers usually sit, and they signed the papers to terminate rights. After that was done, my attorney got the papers. We finalized everything. The judge signed everything. After that was done, my lawyer started with the adoption proceedings. That didn't happen till like 3 months after. So after the rights were terminated, all the paperwork went through the state, the adoption was after, and the bio parents aren't even there. They don't have to sign anything for adoption. The only person that does anything is me, my attorney, and the judge. So her saying she didn't know she signed adoption papers, you don't sign adoption papers as a bio parent. That has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, there's just too many holes in her story.
And Nothing But a Thing said that her mother might still have custody of Riley. I mean, the lady does live next door, and she's there almost every night having dinner. So,
yeah.
Does her mom have custody of Riley, or does Melinda?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're living right next door to her mom.
She deserves it, though. She's a fucking lying scumbag bitch.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. It's just sad. It's sad. It's sad for the kids. It's all sad.
Yeah.
It's designed to be sad.
The whole story, I mean, if she was abused, that's sad. If she wasn't and she's using it, that's even sadder. The idea that two young kids aren't with their sibling and could be, that's the really sad thing. I mean, when you've got actually three innocent kids tied up in this, because like we stated, Riley's innocent in all this, and she's got two siblings that she don't even get to see. That's extremely sad. Somebody asked how many times her Cash App got hit during this story. There's probably no telling. I'm sure they'd probably made something off their Cash App on it.
I talk too much, but I don't know a lot of women that have been abused or been through situations like that just want to get online and talk about it, or want to talk about it, period.
Just like with the dad supposedly touching his no spot. It's all bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. Straight professional fucking victim. No proof whatsoever. Just wild accusations and fucking claims.
I mean, I don't know. Usually when women are abused or their kids have been abused, they just don't talk about it freely. They don't really want anybody to know.
Yeah.
So just to get on their guy and put it out there and say things like that, and then be like, there you go, Gail, like, no, like it's a badge of honor. No.
Yeah, I've seen an occasional channel here and there that's what they base their channel on, is to give women things to look for. But other than that, no. I mean, she's wearing it like she does some of these new tattoos, and it's
fucking sick, man.
Melinda, you got to know that you putting it out there, people are going to listen to it. Some people are going to review the live, and there's going to be, some things are going to be questioned because there are gaps in the story.
All kinds of gaps over there, Uncle Wade. All kinds of fucking gaps.
Even a month after I sign them temporary custody papers, I get a letter in the mail
Saying, bitch, you got to pay child support.
saying that Legina had adoption papers. I, honest to God, on my life, think that she paid that lawyer.
Nah, she wouldn't pay the lawyer.
Well, Melinda, when people get a lawyer, that's what they do. They pay them. You know, when you went to sign the paperwork,
Annie, they put this on the internet to pull up people's drawstring or heartstrings so they could drop their fucking cash out. That's all this is. It's been a grift from day fucking one. And they have been very successful. They have gotten thousands, probably right around the 20, maybe a little more, $1,000 range. If Johnny was to show just what they got, it would make people fucking sick. And anybody with half a brain sees it for what it is.
were you messed up or was you clean? Did you literally read the paperwork or did you just go in there and sign it like some people do a car and don't realize they're paying 27-28% interest rate?
See, this is something I don't understand either. And Miss Gail probably can touch on it. Is you know, she says when I signed the temporary rights paper away, and then a few weeks later come the adoption papers. Like it just don't happen that fast. And I mean, he can't be gotten for an abandonment because I don't think it could happen that fast. So it's like something just ain't. This turkey ain't jiving.
None of it happens that fast. And she would not legally be allowed to have a copy of the adoption paper. It wouldn't go to her. Her name would be nowhere on there. I have my adoption papers, and the only names on there is mine, my husband, and the kids. They did not mail the bio parents a copy of my adoption. Why would they do that? That's not legally their papers. That's my papers. Like, that's
Right.
my papers for my kids. If they mailed it to them, I would have thrown a fit because that's my court papers. That is private. Like, it's not, that would not be hers. If it was adoption papers that the mother-in-law had for her grandchildren,
Let them be
that
slay
she
back. Let
adopted
them.
them and they mailed it to her, somebody.
Let them. How am I grifting? How am I grifting? Go over and ask him, say, how in the fuck is Uncle Will grifting? No cash app. He is not monetized. Nothing. He's just putting the truth out there. And they don't like it, see, because it doesn't fit their narrative. It just doesn't fit their narrative. Y'all just sit back and watch. I think there's something in the fucking works. Well, I'm not going to say I think. I know there is. I can't say how I know, but Melinda's in over her fucking head. And it could be any day now. Any day now. Hey, when you do fucked up shit, you pay with it. You pay for it. I went to prison for what the fuck I done. Except for they probably won't never see the light of day.
Somebody's
I just
ass
say
would be
that.
in trouble.
Yeah, and I know because I've got
Oh,
my old business
yeah,
partners that I
who
had
knows,
partnered up
bro?
with me and tried to help him out.
That could have
He was
been
an
somebody
adopted
just
kid.
trying to get shit started, man.
And his parents, his adopted parents, once he got adopted, because they both got got in a car wreck and it killed them. And so, you know, their whole estate and all was getting split up between the kids and all.
See, they don't
He had
realize
just as
that.
much rights.
I mean,
And
the
was
one
just as much of
realizes
a
that
kid
they
to
know
that
what they
family,
done, and they think they got away with it.
as the
But
biological
I'm
kid.
afraid not.
Yeah. Seeper, my kids' birth certificates. So when you adopt them, the state mails out new birth certificates. The biological mom on there is me, and the biological dad on there is my husband. Their old birth certificate from where they were like born is non-existent. The state
Yeah.
destroyed all those records.
Yeah, and see,
They're
that
not
can't
there
happen
anymore.
fast.
No, it doesn't. It took me like 3
I can't,
months
Info
to get
Warriors.
the
I
birth
can't. I
certificate.
get somebody
I go
in
Social
trouble.
Security
But
office to change their name on their social.
if I could tell you, I would, but I can't. But let's just put it this way: when you do something like like that usually causes you to have nightmares if you got any kind of fucking heart about yourself. Is just watch. Y'all just watch. This shit's going to get crazy by the time this shit's over with. And nobody has to do anything. They done it to themselves. It's been quite a few years ago. I'll just put it that way.
Security card and had to take all these papers down there to do that. That was a lengthy process. And to change their name. It was like it took a year to get all that done.
They think it's over with, but it's
It's not,
unfortunately
like
something
I
like
said,
that. There is no
juvenile court is
statute of
set up for
limitations
biological
on.
parents. Once the rights are terminated, you're looking at a year to get all the paperwork done.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
does.
easy.
T-damn. It damn sure does. And when you're involved in something like what I'm talking about, there is no statute of limitations on. Let's just say
there's
that.
something missing in this story.
And with all this abuse that she talks about, surely to God, there's been some reports. I would like to see some police reports.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say this. From today, I have looked up some information, and I can't find any. I can't
Well,
find
CPS
any.
files are
Very
private.
bad, dude.
You can't look
Very
those up.
fucking bad.
No, I mean like abuse from Jake, like between
Oh.
her and him.
Yeah.
I haven't found any charges or anything on him like that.
Oh, a
Yeah.
domestic would be there.
Yeah, and I'm not
Yeah.
saying it didn't happen, but now we've heard in some of
Yeah.
her stories that the cops, were called. So
Yeah, and I mean I didn't dig much. Like I said, I'm gonna say I didn't dig. I just looked up because I looked up the case of where he died, and just looked up some of the stuff with him, and I don't see anything. So I'm like you. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I don't see any domestic cases.
well, straight.
I don't see any. I saying it. Looked up some of the stuff with him, and I don't see any. Just looked up because I looked up the case of where he died. I didn't dig. I just looked up because I looked up the case of where he died. I didn't dig. I just looked up because I looked up the case of where he died, and just looked up some of the stuff with him, and I don't see anything. So I'm like you. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I don't see any domestic cases.
Well, straight shooter. Yeah, the reason she's not putting all them kids' names on there, she don't want a constant reminder of what kind of person she is.
Wade, I think you're more accurate in what you really